So welcome out to the shop. Wanted to give you guys a shop tour. I think the last time I did one was back when I first started YouTube back in maybe 2012 or something like that. And a lot of things have changed. There's no more table saw. There's just a lot of different things that have changed over the couple years. From progressing from just the power tool side of things over to the hand tools. I mean, a lot of things have changed. I've changed over and started doing blacksmithing and a very, very little bit of welding. And I got a little table area set up for that too. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first and foremost over here in this corner is the little welding table I've got. And below it I've got two of the welders. This is like the dark area of the shop. I don't have any kind of lighting really over here, so it stays kind of dark. I got a little stick welder on the left that is the yellow one, and then a little bitty MIG welder on the right. I got my welding helmet stuff from the Safe Face. I think it's one of that ass helmet. And then I've got my Harbor Freight helmet right there. Got all my little clamps, my quick clamps right there. Those things come in real handy whenever you just need to clamp something quickly together, and they hold really, really strong, surprisingly. Right, so now with this bench, I've got this one. It usually stays a mess with everything that I put on there. It just kind of seems like everything gets piled up on this bench because I don't use it hardly at all. The only main part I use is this vise by Bessie, logo shot. So I like it. It's incredible. The span of the holding capacity is huge. Everything like that. I've done a review on that one. You guys can go check that out. And here's just my wall. There's like, this thing used to be filled up, and now it's not so much. So I use those a lot. These are my favorite pair right here. They get, as you can see, they get used the most. And then, you know, I got all my bright, the T-Rex gloves. They're really nice. And then I've got some mechanic gloves down there. So I got shop towels. They aren't even open, but they are there. Here's a hair dryer, you know, for when I'm having a bad hair day. A clamp rack with a shelf. This used to be a project I was going to be putting up in a bathroom to hold all sorts of odd and end things, and it ended up just staying out here in the shop. And I've just used clamps on it. It's got two rails on it, and then this part holds all the little seat clamps. It's actually crooked because it's not on the wall very well, so I think the weight of it's just a little bit heavy, so I gotta redo all that. There is the bandsaw. It's now staying in this little corner. It never used to. It used to stay out right here in the middle of the floor. I've been irritated with its positioning, so I've gone ahead and moved it. There's the backside view. Look at that ass. I'm just playing. I don't look at the backside of a bandsaw. Alright, so this area used to be filled with tons of just metal scraps and odd and end metal pieces. As you can still see, part of it still remains. And those have been moved over to the buckets. So I'm kind of getting a little bit organized. Here is my wood section. Right behind me, it's just all sorts of just scraps of all sorts of scraps. Just whatever I can find, it just gets thrown in there. I don't really keep any kind of organization to it. I just dig through it whenever I need something. There's that big piece of wood from when I did the countertop video, and I'm gonna plan on doing something with that very shortly. Maybe the shelving or something like that. But that's over there too. And here's the lumber rack that I've got a couple, maybe 2 years ago, and that thing is great. It's worked really well for storage, and I've even started putting some of my metal on the very bottom shelf. This height is just perfect for when I put my scroll saw in there, and it's the perfect height. I can put everything on this bottom shelf and nothing gets in the way, nothing hits it. So, and I love this scroll saw right there. You guys see it? It's by Porter Cable. I bought it, well, I think I got it as a gift. So, I love it. It works really good, has a lot of good power. And bam, right next to it is my router table that I made. Here, look, here's that Christmas tree that I made a long time ago. But it's over there too. We got everything over here. I still need to fill in this back side of this thing to make the front fence. Maybe that should be a project video one of these weeks. And as you can see, the laziness has continued over here with only keeping these two handles on here and none over here. Maybe that should be another project in the next coming weeks. Alright, now moving on around, we've got our Wallace Support. I stick up stickers of whoever sends anything over here. So I have a few that I need to get put up there. And then I've got this shelf right here that will be getting moved soon because it is in a horrible position. I thought it'd be nice for my hand planes, but as you can see that for some reason up top there, oh hey, that's a hole from a kickback off a table saw. But back to the hand plane. Water is dripping through one of the vents and is actually getting on my hand plane, so I've actually stopped it, cleaned up the base of this once, and it's re-rusted again. So I need to go ahead and get all those moved out here. Here is all my drills, all my power drills, hand power. And there's my great sign my wife got for me a long time ago. I've had that hanging up for quite a while now. I love it. I like having it shot in all my videos. So boom, there it is. There's a good shot of it. There is one of my first logging saws right there, and then I've got two more sitting right there. They're actually stuck up in the rafters. I need to clean them up and get them all shiny, pretty looking. And there is more saws I've just gotten where I've just collected them, and you know, can a guy ever have too many saws? There's all my molding planes on the bottom. I like using them. They're fun. I need to make some more projects though that incorporate them. And let's see here. Here is, oh look, more saws. I need more. I want to get a good dovetail, tenon saw, stuff like that. And we can start collecting on some of those a little bit. Here's another shot of the inner portion. There's some marking gauges and more chisels. There's my mallet. I need to replace that mallet. That thing is getting all chipped up. There's two draw knives. And look, piled up is some drill bits for the power drills. I need to clean those and get them into a better location. Probably right over here somewhere. Maybe on the wall right there. What do you guys think? Should I put them over right here where they're all close? Or maybe should I put them below on a shelf? Or maybe, I don't know. You guys leave that in the comments. I want to have them over here, but, you know, in a good position. From the back side, here's my anvil area. I got a few new hammers that I've got in it, and this thing hasn't seen a lot of use here lately. I've got the X-Carve box over here. Get that out of the way. Here's a little vise that I've gotten. I'll put down onto the stump. That works really nice. I enjoy having that vise right there. And then I've got the railroad plate right here with my makeshift hot cut Hardy right there. And it just slips right in the hole. And here's another Hardy tool. This one needs to get cleaned up, sharpened up. You can see it's a little rough right there, but it would fit into a hole if I had another hole. Anybody care for railroad spikes? I got plenty of them. So here's the shot of the workbench motor, the X-Carve. You guys have seen enough of these things. I've got one. It's hopefully going to get put to use soon. Alright, I got broadhead axe on top of there. All sorts of other things. And let's see. I don't know if I've ever shown a real shot of. So I got the through tenons right there. I've got the dovetail joint right there. This thing, oh, the Moxon vise is under here as well. It's like a storage for all of my jigs and things like that. Get stuck underneath there. I know right where they are most of the time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the little shop tour. Not too much to see. You know, you didn't see a table saw, miter saw, the drill presses. I still have all those, but they're in the corner and kind of like a power tool graveyard is where they're at right now. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for checking out the shop. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down in the comments section like always. You guys are new here, thanks for joining. Make sure you guys subscribe for all sorts of different videos, blacksmithing, DIY. Trying to put out almost daily vlogs now, just what's happening around here in the shop. What's going on in the house with remodeling and stuff. Just keeping you guys informed on whatever else is going on. So thanks for joining me. Hit that thumbs up. See you guys on the next video.